Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Yes, today I received a critic about my English, but as I say you at the end of this challenge, I'm going to continue speaking in English during these videos because the certification is in English and I want to improve, and I feel very proud of my English. It's mine, and I know that need improve, but okay, maybe in a future. All the people should have a haters. This is all. If you want something, you need try hard and work for this. Never give up for the people that want to see you grown or down. No. Okay. Um, Finish my meeting. I'm going to start to perform a penetration test over Postfish machine. It's something different because you need or you need perform a phishing attack over the machine or simulated phishing attack. No. Yeah. Let me review the IP. We are going to start to recognize the common nmap, the common ports and service open at this machine. So at fast TCP scan, we are going to put the same IP and say you that we have SMTP and EMAP ports open, so we are going to need to use it during the penetration test. But the first one is review the SMTP. So I want to locate Perl pipe grep SMTP enum user so sudo update db like this. During this time, then map continue then say you that has these open ports. So locate SMTP user pipe grep perl pl postfish inside of this atom of machine. Yeah, perfect. So we are going to move or copy this folder, this folder, this one, cp-pr to my actual directory. So pr smtp enum fr I forgive. Okay, but the folder is here, So we can entry to smtp enum, yeah, we can execute a perl over this IP, and I want to verify. Let me put this at the top. I want to verify with locate users pipe grep word list um, uh, name grep name mm, name like this. I don't know. Word list um, sec list, maybe locate username pipe grep something like this. I want usernames inside of folder names. Yes, we found this one, so we are going to execute names.txt. mm, it seems that there are a problem with the execution, so I'm going to review perl smtp, this one. um, mm, mm, mm. Really, I don't know the difference between the first one and the second attempt. smtp perl enum verify minus u. mm, oh, the m letter, it should be majusc instead of minus. uh, yeah, and this should continue working. During this process, bin sudo bin etc host, we need include inside of our host configuration file for the DNS resolution the postfish .off. So I just include the IP, and at this point we can access to postfish .off at the port HTTP at the port 80 with the IP. um, like this, so it's perfect at this moment, and close other tabs. Yes, this is only an exposed web page without content, but we are going to use a tool for create usernames of these employees. Usernamer dot pay, and it seems that I don't have a connection to internet. User test, yeah, I have connection. Usernamer GitHub Python script. Yes, this one. We can download it inside, for example, of data. we can clone this GitHub repository. Is perfect. Cd usernamer and Python usernamer minus b of these users. For example, Clary Madison, Mike Ross, Brian Moore, and Sarah Luren. I'm going to make the test with this one for show you, but because I know that is the user that we are looking for. This is Brian Dictionary. Dict. Yes, and this is the end of the name. So minus help and supplis a single name. So it seems that it's going to work. Yes. This is the Brian dict is perfect. So finally, our SMTP enum report us that there are known users that exist. So we can check too if our new dictionary exists inside, but this is inside of streaming Postfish second streaming Postfish data username. So this is data. This is Brian data username Brian dict, and say Brian.more exists. It seems that Clary.Madison exists, Mike.Ross exists, and Sarah.Lorem exists. Something like being known users, something like Claire Madison, Claire.Madison, Mike Ross, and Brian Moore, and Sarah Lorem. So let me check and validate if these users exist. Known users. So all of them exist. Is perfect because we can check the connection with theirs. So for validate the connection, we are going to try the default credentials in the in the POP3 server. So cd inside of nmap we can check the target nmap open ports. So the POP3 service is at 110, so we can connect manually telnet to this service, the IP this one, and service 110. So at this point we can validate if user Brian Moore contain pass Brian Moore and has an error in the connection. This is because not exist. So if we perform the same operation for all known users, we can find that the sales um, user user this one and pass this one um could log it in. So another way to do this, not manually, is user using an Hydra attack. Let me check it. But at port emap d of Ubuntu. So this user uh, is the login password cells. So we can validate with a dictionary here with the user and brute force online. So we continue with the POP3 service, and we can list with of the logged user manually the message and say okay, one message. So you can retrieve the message one. This message say you from IT Postfish is important. Know it. Hi, sales team. We will send in out password reset links to the upcoming week so that we can get your register on the ERP system. Regards, IT, finance. So at this point, you need perform the phishing attack or lateral movement. We know, of course, that there are no people working here really, but should contain cron tab job or a listener that is waiting for an email to a known user. For example, this is the sales manager. So this is the clue because the mailbox is of sales and say hi sales team. So we can connect to telnet at port 25, and we want to we can create a new email that hello test, and we say mail from we know that is IT at postfish dot off receptor recept 2 recept recept 2 is Brian Moore at postfish.off. Okay, and we say data. For example, subject reset password. We say hi or dear Brian, please reset your credentials at the following URL, and we put our HTTP URL of the attacker machine. So if config like this, final with regards, so we can finish the message and wait on our attacker machine to this response. And after a few minutes, this Brian should send to us the petition or the request to my netcat listen port. So at this point, maybe I make some hello. Yes, it's arrived. So this request is for the Brian user and sent to me user mail Brian Moore, and password is eternal sunshine with the first E and the last E with a majuscule. So we can connect over SSH to these credentials. With these credentials, access finally to the target machine. With the Brian Moore user, we can obtain local.txt flag. This is the first flag. I think that it's a lateral movement, and you should have this idea. It's happy idea. I don't know if it's happy idea in English, but let me check. Translate. Yep. This is happy thug. Happy thug. Okay.
Happy thought.
Happy thought. Okay. So I continue with the process. So the privilege escalation is different too, but contains another kind of thing than the others machine. I need use an unusual script is limps.sh. I use normally limps for Windows, not for Linux, but this shows you a lot of information about the operative system. So I copy to my directory and I Python 3 -m at 80 port wget http. This one should be my attacker IP. For example, I close it and I open it again. Yeah, what? So what happened here? I close the window. I'm not sure. So I need a entry again with eternal sunshine. I put wrong the credentials. So I have the credentials here. Eternal Sunshine. Yes. So we are inside again. I need the split, this one, and this is the attacker machine server. If config, the IP is this one, and we obtain the script limps.sh, provide siege mode plus plug x to limpis.sh, execute this one. So it needs more time. The first thing important is that belong this user to filter group, and this is one of the keys for the privilege escalation, because it can access to some folders, or allow bright in some scripts that show you the limpis maybe at the end of the file, this one. So we are going to look for, yes, so readable files belong to root and readable by me, but not word readable. So if we review this this where is it? Yeah, this path at internet. Yeah, it say to you include automatically a disclaimer in all the mails of a Postfish domain. So it seems that it's an script that include a new disclaimer in every email. So if we can modify it, that we can, because we belong to the filter group. Yeah, and this is the all permission for this group. So we can edit this ATC postfish disclaimer script and include, for example, a reversal that allows you obtain a new cell at the localize this one. Yes, and this is my IP 192, 168, 49, and 151. Perfect. 80 port. Yeah. And I need listen with to the another port, for example 8080, because using the port 80 programmatically send you the email of Brian about reset password, because it's want to write it. Yes. So if we review here of this file, this is my reverse cell to the port 8080. So I'm going to start to listen to this port. So when it's execute, when I send an or when nobody send an email. So we have the we need to hello x, yes, send a new mail from um, for example it at postfish.off and recept a new email, for example to it postfish that off. We can say uh, data and subject test. um, this is a test mail, um, finish with slash and send you a new reversal that provides you a new user. This new user is a filter that if this user is EID, yeah, that belong to filter groups, but if you perform sudo -l, it's a without credential you can perform a sudo of email. So sudo of this one, you can look up for GTOF beans, and with sudo you can execute a new terminal um, with this binary. So only you need exec bin sh, but I prefer a bin bash. I think that we can do it. So who am I? Root id root. So we can go to the root folder, cut the proof.txt, cut the proof.txt, cut the proof.txt. So I write wrong because I'm looking for this mail. This is the cron job that simulate the phishing. Yeah, sure. Yes, it's perfect because contain password eternal sunshine, and this is the email of the disclaimer. Yeah, so cut this one. Yeah. Find mail sales, delete bar mail for sales. Yeah. So this is all. I hope that you learn and enjoy, because I learned a lot with this machine in my 3 attempts or finish this one. So this is all for this video. We continue with another ones.